All right, guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna show you the Garmin R10. I'm gonna tell you if it's worth it to buy it now in 2025. So the setup is quite simple, about 7 to 8 feet to the ball. Then I have the hitting area there, and I have this connected to an iPad right here. Remember, if you buy the R10, you're not gonna have any subscription. So you're only gonna have the range that they provide you with. There's no Awesome Golf, there's no PS Pro, there is no E6 Connect. Sometimes when you first buy it, you get like a month for free, but after that you have nothing. So first I want to show you if it's worth it. So I'm going to grab a pitching wedge, I'm going to hit a few shots. I'm used to playing with a Mevo Plus, so I know my distances like really good. So I can tell you if it's off or if it's exaggerated. All right, so I'm just using a regular Pro E1X. I'm not using a RCT ball or no metallic dots on it. So pitching wedge, it should go from like 120 to 130, depending on how I hit it. All right, let's see. That should be like 115, a little bit left. And it was 120. So yeah, that could be right, I would say. There's nothing wrong with that. It was exactly a little bit to the left. All right, that should be like 125, should be straight. A little bit to the right. So I would say so far, that is very accurate. Make sure that you don't use a net that is see-through. The background is not going to read it. I done a video like that, and it's very inaccurate because it's supposed to be a screen like that, something that is not see-through. Let's go ahead and jump to a 6-iron and see how it works. I feel like my distances, I think I know them because I've been playing for like 4 or 5 years with the Mevo Plus Pro version. So I can tell you exactly with this one, 6-iron, it would go from like 160 to 170. Depending on how I hit it, it could go 152 if I hit it off the toe. So I'll try to give you my feedback here, and we'll see if it's as accurate as the pitching wedge. Pitching wedge was perfect. All right. To the right, 160, I would say, 159. Perfect. So that was to the right. And then remember, like when you're playing with this one right here, make sure you set it up correctly, because if it's a little bit to the right or left, it's going to be more severe to the right or the left. So make sure you align the unit correctly. All right, let's see that one. 167. I would say that's pretty good. A little bit to the right. So definitely, I think it's working, guys, with the long irons too. So far, maybe it has to do with the setup. I think this setup is pretty good. See, hit one more. All right, that's a decent one too. 169. A little bit to the right. Not sure if that felt like it wasn't that much to the right, but it could be the alignment. The distances thing is spot on. All right, this was pretty good, and it went a little bit to the left. This was very good, actually. Okay, so I want to show you something, because the distances were spot on. I gotta tell you, it's very accurate. The only issue is this right here. You have to I moved it a little bit to one side and then the other side. Initially it was a little bit to the right and then to the left. First it seemed like it was going to the right, and I knew that it wasn't going that much to the right. Then I switched it, I moved it like a little bit like this, and then I started going a little bit to the left, a little bit too much. So you have to find somehow the right alignment here. But with long irons, guys, I would say definitely it works. All right, so let's try the driver. I think that's something that a lot of people want to see. Let's see if it's accurate or not. All right, off the toe. 231. Okay, that's pretty good. A little bit to the right. So I would say that's pretty accurate, I would say. So far, it's accurate. All right, this one just a little to the right. And let's see. Carry 230. Yeah, I can tell you that it didn't go that much to the right. So if I go in here and if I align it a little better, I gotta play with it. I moved it just a little bit. Okay, the numbers are right, definitely right. Okay, all right, just a little high. So it's gonna, let's see, and it's going a little bit to the right. So that may be just a little issue, but the distances, I would say they're very accurate. Uh, it's just going a little bit to the right. I need to calibrate the unit maybe. Let's see. All right, this was pretty good too. This one went left, a little left. And I think it went a little more left than that. I'm just amazed, guys, at the distances. They're really spot on. This is what you gotta look at here. You gotta make sure this is the right angle. So I have to have I have to get a device to get it right. But it has to be the right angle. I'm not sure if it's a little bit too much this way or the other way. In fact, when I do that, it tells me that the unit is tilted. So for sure, it has something to do with that. All right, guys. So now let's have a look at the numbers, the data in particular. So I hit the 6-iron. So we saw the carry distance. Okay, that was pretty good. Deviation, let's see, total deviation. Yeah, there was a few to the right that I fixed by moving the unit a little bit to the more to the right in that instance. Let's look at the club speed. 83, 84, 86, 86. I would say that's spot on. Ball speed is pretty good. Launch angle is pretty good. And club face, okay. I would say that's pretty accurate. I mean, it's okay. The club face, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good. Club path as well. I normally come a lot from the inside. On the last one, I think I pulled it, so I went a little bit from the outside. Backspin, I'm not gonna look at that right now. I'm not playing with RCT balls. Let's look at the driver. Okay, the driver. Let's look at the club speed with the driver. I know I can't go over 106. So I got 102, 101, 99, 99, 104. Okay. Never with the Mevo Plus, I pass 106. So I would say this is pretty accurate. Ball speed too. I think that my max was 155. I got 143, 144, 143, 146, 146. On the last few, I hit a little better. Launch angle is pretty good. These numbers are really good, guys. And I tend to hit it a little high. So 17 is, it's pretty good, I would say. Let's see, face. Basically, if the face is open or closed, there's a few open there and then some closed. And club path, yeah, I would say that's very, very accurate. I mean, I'm really amazed. I gotta be honest. And I can tell you, I use the Mevo Plus every day for many years, and I cannot tell you that this is wrong. I mean, I gotta be honest. I can't tell you that. Oh, this is inaccurate. I'm not seeing like 110 swing speed. I'm not seeing 300 yards. I'm not seeing something that. The only issue that I would say is you have to make sure you put the unit correctly, align it correctly, because it's going to be more severe to the right or the left if you don't do that, and that can be easily fixed. And then do the update. I think I haven't done the update because this is a second-hand unit. So I would suggest, I mean, if you want to get something cheap, you can get a second-hand for like 200, 3 or 400, or buy a new for 600. Now, the issue that I would say, besides the alignment, I don't see any issues with the driver. I think a lot of people who have issues with the driver is because they're hitting into a net. So it's a see-through net, and it actually says on the website you can't do that because it's not going to read correctly. And I tested that out, and it was very inaccurate. So one thing is the net. You can't use that. It has to be a screen. And the other thing is that you have to like complement this with something else. With Awesome Golf, with E6, if you want to play some courses, because otherwise you can just work on your numbers, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. You can achieve a lot. It's not going to be the club data. I don't think you can, or the spin numbers are going to be super accurate in that sense. But I mean, if you hit it to the right, if you hit it to the left, you can work on your swing speed, ball speed. That's very accurate. So I've been wanting to do this review for a while. I was really didn't know if the Garmin R10 was actually good. I had mixed feelings. I think I tried it in the wrong environments, outdoors with a net. I don't think that works that way. I think it's a really good value for your money. I would say you don't have to spend that much money. If you wanna, it allows you to do a good sessions, good backyard sessions. You can work on your. I think even the club path. That's pretty accurate. I would say it's not. Maybe it's not super precise, but I don't think unless you're a scratch golfer or a professional golfer, you're not gonna know exactly if it's 1 degree or 2 degrees, 1.5. It's not really gonna matter. What's gonna matter if it's coming outside in or inside out, if it's severely inside out or it's severely outside in. So I think that's all the numbers that you're going to need. You're not really going to need to be down to the super, specific degree, in my opinion, unless again you're a professional golfer. So overall, guys, I'm very impressed with this. Remember the setup that I have at home. I think for this unit is ideal for that setup. If you have another setup, different setup, maybe with the net, I would avoid doing that. And outdoors with a net, I would avoid doing that too. Outdoors, I never had good numbers outdoors. For some reason, I think the unit is better indoors, in my opinion, or like I have in my backyard, a little bit kind of outdoors, indoors, but with a screen. I think this unit works great with a screen. And again, the only thing that you have to do with this is just complement it with something else. So you can spend maybe secondhand, get it for like 300, 350, and then maybe buy a subscription with Awesome Golf, play some courses there for like 200. So your expense would be like 500. So I would say definitely, instead of spending thousands of dollars in something else, and if you want to just get started, I think right now is really, really hot right now. The R10, a lot of people in the second market are going crazy, and I think it's a good value. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.